everyone, Zero JD here with the XBLA Fans channel, here to get a quick taste of Oniken, a Strider-like game where you play as a mercenary ninja named Zaku in a sort of post-war super mega war thing where one military corporation has risen to power using robotics and essentially crushes anyone who tries to rise up against them. I'm actually 3 levels in. I'm going to actually show you the first part of level 2, which is a kind of neat like water speeder bike section, and let's go. We're going to skip that. Look at that. Very much reminds me of Strider. So let's get through here, then I can show you the controls. I actually just like I really like the beginning of this section, mostly because of the setting sun background. Or rising sun. I'm gonna guess it's setting sun because setting suns are more dramatic. Prove me wrong. If you can probably guess, in the upper left is my lives. Upper middle is my health. Next to that is a blank space where I can get a, ooh, I exploded. Or I can get a berserk power up. And then next to that is grenades. And if I had some now, I would actually just be throwing them behind me. And otherwise you would just, you just toss them at people by hitting the up and X button, which is your normal attack button. I actually can, I've actually played this section so many times I can, if I probably was not talking, could probably get through it without taking any damage. This game, like the old Strider games, can be difficult at points. Some of that difficulty feels unfair, actually, at times. There, I backed up again. We're just gonna restart. Keep those lives. The lives that don't matter, since I'll just be going right to the next level. But like I was saying before, some of the platforming parts feel a little unfair, or have places where enemy placements make it feel like you cannot get through without taking damage, which isn't too terrible because enemies don't take too much of your health. And when you do get to a new screen, you actually, like, once I get to the actual battleship on this level, it'll just restore all my health. But it is very frustrating to encounter an enemy placement that just feels like, no, like there is absolutely no way you could have gotten through this without taking any damage. And I should be encountering the boss of this area soon. Look at all the oil rigs in the background. Oh, all the oil rigs that look exactly the same. Also, grenade. Grenade. This guy isn't too bad. So far, the first level was normal. The second level had this. The third level has sort of branching paths, actually, which is kind of neat. But that's the kind of level that's really more annoying with the enemy placements. And if you couldn't guess, most of the enemies you're fighting are like robotic, like android things. But your name is Zaku, and you're a mercenary. This is me. I can run around. I can attack. I can crouch and attack, and that's about it. Watch out for that. You can deflect bullets, which is neat. Ow. Like there. That's one of the places that feels like you can't really avoid damage. And then, of course, the ice spikes do damage there. Come on. Oh, come on. I can do it. Got him. There goes. Just 2 hits. So this is a... Got it. This is a berserk power up, but if I do this wrong, I will get super murdered on these spikes. Got it. So I hit B, I become invulnerable, and I do extra little damage. I also have this extended range while I have it like not activated. Oh, there you go, damage taken. Just some parts just feel unfair. Like there. Nope. Nope, dead. So if I had gotten to that screen, I would have gotten a full health refill. But like that entire end section there just feels like there's almost no way to not take damage. But then again, I guess if you're like there, that area feels like you can't take damage. If you didn't notice that, if you always get hit backwards. So if you turn your back, you actually will, from what I've seen, bounce backwards or bounce forward. Got him. The first boss was a crazy, I'm going to skip that so I don't fall, was a crazy sort of centipede creature. Ooh, I almost avoided damage there. The second boss was a dude with a sword and then a giant laser that shot energy Cheerios at me. Alright, so I can just push past this and get my health back. So if I wanted to, I could go down, but we're going to go this way. Each level has a secret in it, which is usually just a health thing. Jerk. Oh god, he respawned. Damn it. Also, there is no slippy slideys on the ice. This area is also super forgiving, mostly in the fact that all these platforms that actually break, it just brings you to a different area of the level, which I think is hilarious. Run across here, fall down, and then, hey, what's here? Oh, it's a polar bear. Oh, he's so cute. Grenades. Wait for it. Surprise. It's Mecha Polar Bear. I think that's great. Also, the sound changes when he charges, which is hilarious. Oh no. So if I died here, I would actually just start right at the beginning of this chase. If I lost all my lives, though, I'd have to restart. And now we're here. And I got another super power up. Hop. Gotcha. Get up there. Because I don't feel like dealing with them. These guys are really fun. We're gonna hop over that. And then we're at the boss. These levels aren't super long. I wonder what his weak point is. What's this? The bosses also have fairly predictable patterns. So he's just gonna smack that down and then he's gonna fire rockets. Oh, and dead I go. So that one, very much you have to plan out where you want the strikes to be. You probably want them on the corners, but you get the idea. But let's try that again. But like I said before, these levels are not long at all. So far, this has been the longest one. I could probably get to the boss and the first level in a few minutes. That dude cannot fire a gun. All right, I'm going in much better than before. And dead. Like that. That just feels like a little unfair, and now I have to restart all over. But he's got a pretty neat sword, so we can forgive it. Let's go and do the first level real quick. This almost feels like one of those games that has added difficulty and annoyance just because it's too short, but not too much, if you know what I mean. Like way back in like the SNES era, you had games like Super Star Wars that had artificial difficulty because if they didn't, the game would be insanely short. Oh, you saw me deflecting. Hold on, we can do this. There you go, like that, because I'm cool. Get that power up. Look at that head. So that's exactly the same enemy that we encountered in the snow area, just a different skin and about 10 times uglier. Yep. I like that their head comes off. So at the end of this level, after the centipede boss, you're actually running through a exploding base with rocks falling from the sky that can actually just smack you off the platforms. So there, it's actually a giant version of that little dude there that I just realized. For those who want to play this game, the second real boss, it has these little nodes that you have to blow up. You can actually destroy the very first one at the bottom really fast like this, and then you can just chuck a ton of grenades at it. Because grenades can be thrown pretty, like, right after they explode. Also, here's the secret for this level. Boop. Down we go. Man, games like this make me want a sword, so I can be awesome and save the world. This game also has weird hitboxes, not only for the enemies hitting you, but for you hitting the enemies. So you can be just a few pixels away from, like, out of the range of them, and you'll still hit them. Crazy face thing. So I think those spawn from that tube there. And boss. Like I said before, it did not take too long. But anyways, that's Oniken. I am ZeroJD. This is the XBLA fan show. It's pretty neat. Some weird enemy placements make it annoying at times, and then some weird jumping and stuff is weird, but it doesn't actually kind of like break it, because if the enemy like is close enough to hit you that anyways, they were gonna hit. I mean, if they hit you, they were gonna hit you anyways, because by the time they get that close, you should have killed them anyways. I am ZeroJD. This is the XBLA fan channel. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.